Abbott takes 5 on hard-fought first day. Warwickshire can probably now say for certain that the LV County Championship will no longer be in their custody come the end of the season, but hosts Hampshire are one of the sides chasing the title. Defeats to Essex last time out was damaging but not terminal. A bounce-back win against the Bears could prove to be crucial though. Warwickshire elected to bat first, and Dom Sibley looks to be thriving in the conditions, scoring uncharacteristically at more than a run a ball early in his innings, perhaps a bit of baseball from the Bears' batter. It was mightily effective too, the opening stand worth 50 off 64 balls, when Davis whipped 3 off Abbott into the leg side. Sibley had added 41 of them. The partnership was finally separated after a little more than an hour, with 63 on the board, spin to the 4 early. Davis missed his attempted paddle and was trapped in front for 15 by Liam Dawson. While it wasn't quite the runnable half-ton he'd looked set for, Sibley picked up his 50 with an 11th 4 of his innings. He'd needed just 56 balls to get to the mark. Sibley lost another partner though, Mohammad Abbas back in the Hampshire attack and inevitably back in the wickets. Chris Benjamin out-bowled, offering no shot to a real beauty from the Pakistan international. The first session an even one, with the score 87 for 2. From the moment he reached his half-century, Sibley slowed. He struggled to rediscover that form on his return to the middle, falling for 56, caught behind off the bowling of Keith Barker. Suddenly Hampshire found a groove. Rhodes out for 2, caught by Ian Holland off Kyle Abbott. And Barker soon had his second. Lamb unable to get off the mark before he left the ball onto his off stump. Abbott banged one in short, Burgess fended at it, and a catch was handed to Vince to see the keeper depart for a 3-ball duck. The game had turned on a dime. Warwickshire under pressure now, and they limped their way to 3 figures. Some hard work lay ahead if they were to clamber out of this hole, but it was going to get worse before it got better. Moseley out for 16 LBW to Abbott. McAndrew and Briggs tried to fight back, taking the score past 150 together, and the Bears started to look like they might recover. But with the score 161, Briggs had to go, bowled for 22 after a misjudged leave to Dawson. Hampshire wanted to finish it off quickly, but McAndrew had other ideas, taking the long handle to the spinner to slap him over the leg side for 6 as he headed for a 50. Brought up in more sedate style, a single all he needed for his second half-century of the season. When they did walk in for tea, McAndrew's fightback had taken the Bears to 198 for 8. Which quickly became 200 after the break, all-important bonus points added by Warwickshire. McAndrew finally succumbed on 63, top-edging Abbott to Holland around the corner. And the innings came to an end soon after. George Garrett out for a duck, bowled by Abbott. The Bears all out for 217. They had a lot to thank McAndrew for. His knock had taken his side from 104 for 7 to a much more competitive total, but even he hadn't been able to deny Kyle Abbott his 5-wicket bag. Over to the title chasers to try and capitalise on their solid starts, but the Bears caused them early problems. Organ out LBW to Hannon Dalby just 8 balls into the innings. Holland and Gubbins tried to be watchful in what remained of the day, slow and steady in their approach. But they wouldn't make it to the close without suffering further damage. Gubbins out for 2, taken by Moseley in the slips off the bowling of McAndrew. And there was more trouble to come. Vince nicking to Sibley at slip from Hannon Dalby. The score at stumps was 42 for 3, and it looks like it could be a low-scoring game here on the south coast, which usually promises excitement. Plenty for Hampshire to do on the morning of day 2. They'll start 175 runs behind, with only 7 wickets remaining.